Well, everyone, E3 is officially dead. It is now 2023 and E3 has been canceled again, and this is honestly no surprise whatsoever. Now, E3 has officially been canceled, and as I said, it's not surprising because Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo all dropped out not too long ago. They announced almost about a year ago that E3 was officially going to return in 2023, but it doesn't mean for sure that it was going to. Now, earlier in the year, I was confident maybe it would have its return, maybe it would make its big return, but studios said otherwise and basically have said, no, we're doing our own thing. From Ubisoft to Square Enix to Nintendo to PlayStation to Microsoft, they are all just doing their own online things. Also, we have Summer Game Fest with Jeff Keighley, which is basically the new E3. Plus we also have PAX East as well. But Summer Game Fest, it's not no E3. It never will be. It's basically just a thing on a stage. I don't know if there's more there. I've never witnessed that in person. But let's take a look at the article here that talks about E3 and why it has been canceled. Now, this was an article that IGN had posted earlier today, and it says, almost a year after announcing its return, the Entertainment Software Association announced today to its members that this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo E3 has been canceled. IGN can confirm. Two sources have confirmed to IGN that the organization announced the cancellation via an email sent out to its members today. The email said that while E3 remains a beloved event and brand, that the 2023 version simply did not garner the sustained interest necessary to execute it in a way that would showcase the size, strength, and impact of our industry. The ESA concluded the email by reiterating its commitment to advocacy work. Okay, whatever. It does not mention undertaking the show again in future years. Following IGN's report, ESA issued the following public statement from Kyle Marsden Kish, Global VP of Gaming, Reed Pop. He says, "This was a difficult decision because of all the effort we and our partners put toward making this event happen. But we had to do what's right for the industry and what's right for E3. We appreciate and understand that interested companies wouldn't have playable demos ready and that resourcing challenges made being at E3 this summer an obstacle that couldn't have overcome. For those who did commit to E3 2023, we're sorry we can't put on the showcase you deserve and what you've come to expect from Reed Pop's event experiences." The press release adds that Reed Pop and the ESA will continue to work together on future E3 events. The event was supposed to be held on June 13th through June 16th at the LA Convention Center and would have been the first in-person E3 event since 2019. The event was canceled in 2020 due to this. And while a digital version was held in 2021, the event was canceled again in 2022 in an effort to focus on a revitalized showcase that would set a new standard for hybrid industry events. E3's return for this year was announced last June, alongside the confirmation that E3 2022 had been canceled. News comes as multiple big names in the industry from Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, and more recently Ubisoft announced that it would be not attending E3 in any capacity, with most opting to host its own digital showcases. Now, as we can see here, this is over on E3's Twitter page. They just simply had posted the same thing that I read in the article that Repop and the Entertainment Software Industry, ESA, have announced that both the digital and physical events of E3 2023 are, in fact, canceled. Now, this does kind of suck, but at the same time, I understand. These companies, we are living in a gaming age where the industries can just put on their own shows, set a date for it, and people can just watch it the next day or whatever. Like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom had a thing, a tweet or whatever, the day before the gameplay came out, and everyone watched it the day that it came out. And this is exactly what companies do in the gaming industry today. Xbox, Microsoft has their own events. PlayStation has their little things. Nintendo has always had Nintendo Directs like 3 or 4 times a year, plus all their little indie Directs as well. And they always have a Direct in June, so they usually were a part of E3. But I think they realized there's no point in spending the time and money to be a part of E3 anymore. And I think these companies also have to spend money to be able to be a part of E3. So there's also that too, whereas it's cheaper for them to just do their own thing. But we're living in an age where online, the internet has taken over, streaming has taken over, and there's no point in in-person events for E3 anymore, really. Which is kind of unfortunate because it was always something that I would have loved to go to and experience. But I think this is officially the end of E3. I really, really do. I really don't think E3 is coming back. They said they were coming back this year, but all these gaming industry studios had backed out, and I don't think it's going to happen anymore. They all just do their own thing, like I said, and I really, truly do not believe that E3 is coming back ever again. This is it. We have Summer Game Fest now. Summer Game Fest with Jeff Keighley is essentially the new E3. Plus, like I said, there's also PAX East, which happens, which isn't as big, but, you know, ever since Jeff Keighley made Summer Game Fest, it kind of slowly made E3 go down, and now after the pandemic a few years ago, you know, I mean, E3 it's done. It's done, man. People just want to stay at home and watch this stuff at home, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, the experience in person can be great. It can be awesome. Like, conventions are so fun. I've never been to a video game convention. I've always wanted to go to a video game convention. I go to comic conventions, but I've never been to a video game convention, and I think that would be a ton of fun and a really cool experience, especially being there with the energy when new games are announced and stuff like that, and you get to play game demos and all these different really cool things. It's always been something really interesting to me that I always really liked. Plus, I would, like, on TV, there would be the G4 channel back in the day, and I would watch all of E3 on the G4 channel because G4 would be there and they would host it, and it was just always awesome. Really cool watching E3 back in the day, and like 2012, 2013-ish area, I think I want to say was around the time that I was really watching G4 on TV, seeing all the new games announced and how they looked and everything, and I thought that was really cool. That being said, though, like I said, companies are just doing their own thing with online events now these days, and yeah, that's gonna do it for E3. We're not gonna see another E3. It's done. E3 is officially dead, like dead. It may be a part of all of our childhoods, you know. It may be a big thing from our childhoods with video games that we all liked tuning into, but June is still completely full of directs and things from all of these gaming companies in the gaming industry that it really doesn't matter all that much that we don't have E3 anymore. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. I'm sure you have very similar thoughts to me, that you had really good childhood memories with E3, but E3 is so irrelevant now these days that it doesn't really matter. However, if you have any memories with E3, let me know your memories with E3, because E3 was always something to look forward to every year, you know, back in the day. It was always something really fun to look forward to that was like a 3-4 day event, to always see the gaming news each and every day in June throughout the event, which was really, really cool and a lot of fun to watch. But all the gaming stuff still comes around anyway, so it doesn't really bother me at all. I don't think it bothers a lot of you probably either. But let me know if you guys had any fond memories with E3. Let me know if you're going to miss E3. Let me know if you even care. I'm curious what you guys think of E3. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. And yeah, rip E3. Goodbye, E3. Thanks so much for watching. Like the video, maybe subscribe to the channel if you would like. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.